Hey guys, it's me, Katie again from Strength in Moms. I did my first video yesterday on Facebook Live. Today I'm going to record this one for everyone because I'd also like to save it for later. It is a series of exercises and breathing exercises that I do with all my clients, especially my prenatal and my postpartum clients, and then we incorporate into every workout. So I thought this would be a good one to have out there for everybody, since most women, we have gone through a lot of physical changes, whether it was through childbirth or just getting older, or trying to look slimmer. I'll explain that in just a little bit. So what we're going to talk about today is our belly breathing as well as our pelvic floor. Pelvic floor is definitely not verbiage that most people use in their everyday, except for me. So I talk about it a lot with my clients. I think about it a lot in all my exercises, and we incorporate different breathing exercises and pelvic floor exercises in all of our physical total body exercises that we do in our sessions. So that being said, this is what we're going to think about today. So we're going to talk about our belly breathing, and we're going to talk about our pelvic floor. So we're going to start with belly breathing. There are different ways to think about it, and there's different ways to practice it. What I want you to visualize is, for all of you moms out there, when you had your very first child, or when you had your babies and they were small and laying on their back, and when they were breathing, their whole abdomen filled up, and then their whole abdomen went back down. So as they inhaled, their abdomen filled, and as they exhaled, their abdomen went back down. That is correct breathing. We are to use our entire abdominal cavity, including our lungs and our lower, our abdominals, which is where our diaphragm is participating. So all of those muscles down in our abs, or around our abs and our core, are all a part of the breathing technique. And this allows for the different layers of abdominal muscles to be incorporated into your fitness as well as your breathing, and allows for them to be toned. So if you've noticed, when people have a lower body sag in their abdomen, it usually means that their muscles are not in a tonic state. They're not toned and tightened up. The way for certain muscles to be toned, especially in our abdomen, we have our transverse muscle that travels around in a very simple way, around our core this way. And for it to expand and contract, it needs to open and close in this formation. Well, you can only do that while breathing. So this is where we're going to incorporate our belly breathing. So that being said, we're going to start on our left side, or on either side. It's just more comfortable on your left side. And you can relax. You can put your head down on the mat. You can do whatever you want to be comfortable. Then I want your hand to be right on top of your belly button. Now, it's going to be hard to see this only because I'm wearing black, and so you can't really tell, but you are going to be able to understand by hopefully the words I use to describe it. So as I'm sitting here, most people are going to try and tighten up their abs and think everything is very tight, and we're going to breathe up into our chest, and I don't want you to do that. What I want you to think about is I want you to breathe through your entire core. So with my hand on my belly button here, which is right about my waist, I'm going to inhale through my nose, and as I inhale, my belly is going to expand out, and then as I exhale, I'm going to tighten it all back in. So here's an example. I'm going to inhale. That was a little over the top in the sense of how much I breathed in and moved, but what I want you to think about is to expand your hand out and contract your hand back in on your exhale. So inhale. So laying on your side is an easier way to think about it. We can progress through this movement by laying on our side. You can then lay on your back, and you can do the same thing. You can inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. You can then progress to a seated position, which is even harder because we are going to still try and breathe with our chest, and I don't want you to do that. I want you to breathe with your entire core. So we're going to inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And then finally, we are going to be in a standing position. Our hand on our bellies. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So the belly breathing that we've been working on in that is that you are to incorporate that into all your exercises. So as you inhale and then you exhale, you contract everything back in. So that's the first part. Second part, pelvic floor. What I want you to think about with your pelvic floor is if this is the bottom of your pelvic floor, which is where your vagina, your anus, all of your muscles are contracting around all the openings. When you are contracting your pelvic floor, I want you to think about it as an elevator moving up. So if my abdomen is here and I'm exhaling and inhaling, as I'm exhaling and I'm inhaling, I want your pelvic floor coming up and your abdomen contracting in. Inhaling, exhaling. So when you think about those muscles in your pelvic floor, you should be pulling them up and tightening them while you're contracting your abdomen in. So it is all a series of muscles that work together, and you will then slowly start to incorporate that into your exercises. So that being said, we are now, sorry, Siri is talking to me and I'm not talking to her. We are now going to incorporate this into some exercises that you can do at home and incorporate the breathing as well as your pelvic floor contractions with these exercises. So I'm going to move you up here and you will be able to see me going through some of these exercises in the standing position. So feet are comfortable position. We've already warmed up in a perfect world. This can also be part of our warm-up because these are body weight exercises. So this will be considered a dynamic warm-up. So my hips are going to go back into my squat. I'm going to practice my inhale and my exhale. I'm going to inhale on the way down, and then I'm going to exhale on the way up. So I'm going to inhale. And what I want you to think about while you're inhaling on the way down is you're engaging your core and zipping up